Well, hello everyone, it's Loretta. This is number 2 in my fall 2018 craft fair series, and today we're going to alter some push pins, thumbtacks, whatever you want to call them. This is such an easy project, so let's get right into it. Of course, you're going to need some push pins. These are just the clear ones that you buy at Walmart. I'm sure the dollar store has them. You get a whole bunch of these little puppies for like, $2 or $3, maybe $5 if you get the big one. I hate to say I really don't know because I've had these forever, but I don't know. So check your local stores, folks. For this project, once again, you're going to need push pins. You're going to need a permanent ink, like StazOn ink or Ranger archival ink will work. You will probably need some scissors, a paper trimmer, and for my example, you're going to need some shrink plastic. You're going to need some shrink plastic and a coloring medium of your choosing. I, today, am going to be using the best of the best, of course, Copic markers. So, what we're going to do is we're just going to cut this little piece of shrink plastic down. You can get a whole lot out of one piece of paper, but for today's sample, I'm just going to cut this to 4 inches. Okay, so I've got 2 pieces that are 4 inches. For our first push pin, and if you'd like, you can also get out a MISTI or a stamp positioner. You really don't need one for this project. I just happen to have this one still set up from a recent artist trading card that I made for a friend. So anyway, I digress. I am going to take my shrink plastic and put it in my MISTI just like you would a piece of paper. Corners are your friends with the MISTI, by the way, so I'll make sure that that's going to fit on, and it will. Ink up my stamp well with some StazOn Jet Black ink, which I hope is juicy. We shall see in a second. Yep. Now, if your ink pad is really, really well loved, then you can just literally scrub the ink into the surface, because you want this nice and inky. Alright, we're going to close our MISTI lid, and we're going to hold even pressure on this image just for like 5-10 seconds. Okay, I just turned that image, and now I'm going to stamp another one because I have the rim on my shrink plastic to do so. You can clean off the shrink film with some hand sanitizer or alcohol, rubbing alcohol. So I'm going to place that down and pick it up with my lid. This particular flower stamp is from Pink and Main. You really don't need to, do CPR on it, folks. Just kind of rub it down with your hand, make sure that ink transfers. So now here's where the trick comes into coloring with Copic markers. Just like StazOn, Copic markers are actually kind of a solvent-based product. And as such, if I were to color these as they are right now, I would pick up all the StazOn ink and I would run the nibs of my Copics. I'm going to turn it over, place it down. Now this is kind of funny, but hey, this is what it is. You can always kind of hold it in place on your stamping mat. I use one of these rubber stamping mats. I got mine at Joann's a long time ago. I'll try to find a link for them and put it in the description box. But guys, if I forget to do that, somebody leave me a comment, and I can always revise the description or put it down in the comments somewhere at a later time. So let's get started. There's not a whole lot of blending that's going to go on just because it's hard to blend on something that's slick. make a mistake in your coloring, you can also pick it up either with a colorless blender, which will remove it altogether, or if you need to wipe it off and start over, once again hand sanitizer, or just rubbing alcohol. Much flatter and easier to work with if you use one of the little ovens versus your heat gun to shrink with. So we'll be right back. Somewhere right before you see this, I inserted the video of these actually shrinking, but there is something I forgot earlier, and that's you're going to need some E6000 glue for this project. The first thing is you're going to take your push pins, and if you want them to be a different color than clear, now's the time to do it. You just hold them by the little pokey part, very technical term, and you just use your Copic marker to color them. Make sure your E6000 isn't clogged, and mine's good to go. You're going to poke them back into something. A piece of cardboard will work just fine for this. You can put one drop, literally one dollop I guess, on there. Now you can really tell which side was colored and which side was stamped just by looking at it. And whichever one you want up is the one you're going to have up. That's actually the back side. This is where I colored it. So I'm going to flip it over so that the stamped actual image is up top. And you can put that anywhere you want. You could even, make it to where, it looks more like a stem underneath there, but it doesn't matter. And so that one's done. Let's do one more. Alright friends, we're going to go on and package these. I'm going to be using some of these plastic sleeves like you put CDs in, or smaller stamp sets, because it's really thick and heavy and it shouldn't be really prone to having any problems as far as it going through the packaging. Arrange them however you'd like. You'll want to let the glue set up on these for a couple of hours actually before you package them, or even overnight would be better. As you can see, this particular chipboard was not thick enough for the backs of these to poke through without showing or without poking through my packaging. So what I've done is I've cut a piece of foam, and I'm going to take another layering piece of pattern paper. Alright, now let's put it in the packaging. Let's try this again. Tuck the flap inside the bag. Kind of reminds me of the flip tab sandwich bags. That's what we used to use, our sandwich bags that tucked into themselves just like this back in the day. Alright, so it is basically 5 by 5 inches. Flap actually doesn't want to tuck in very well, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it into my trimmer, hopefully somewhat straight. And I'm just eyeballing it, and I'm actually going to crease this flap. Let's go. Hopefully that's going to help us create kind of sort of a gusset for this. And it does. That's actually really, really good. And you're not really going to see this part, but it does kind of help act as a box. We're going to adapt, improvise, overcome. I am going to use the tiniest little bead of hot glue right there. I've got it. Use what you got. Okay. Then bring it over and carefully fold it down and smooth it down. And let's see, since I have it glued at the back and the bottom, you could cover that up too, by the way, and frankly we probably will. Alright my friends, I apologize that you didn't get to see me actually make or finish the topper for this project. My camera battery died, so I'm going to finish this video up by using my cell phone. And all I did was I finished the topper. I put what this is on there so that there's no question as to what they are. It just says designer push pins. And then to finish the back where that glue was showing, I just simply cut a strip of the scrap paper, and I also stamped Live Joyfully. The Live Joyfully and the Kindness Matter stamps are from Paper Pretties, and I will leave a link for their shop down below as well. If you have any questions, please send me an email or leave them down in the comments section. If you haven't and you'd like to be, please subscribe to my video, hit that bell, and you will be notified by email of when I upload other videos. Share my videos on your social media and stamp happy. Be a blessing. I will talk to you all soon. Bye for now.